Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video, and this is going to be another quick review of yet another RPG that I've played through. So yeah, I've been kind of getting into my RPGs recently. Obviously with the whole lockdown thing, and I had a lot more time in my hands, yeah, I finally got around to playing through Final Fantasy VII for the PS1. Not only do a lot of people say this is their favourite game for the PS1, a lot of people even go as far as saying this is their favourite game of all time. And I disagree massively. But this is like a kind of video that might get a lot of hate. But I like the game, but I do think it is very overrated. And hear me out. I do think a lot of it has to do with nostalgia. I didn't grow up playing this game. What I did with Resident Evil, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro. Maybe if I played them for the first time now, maybe I wouldn't like them as much as I did back then. Because obviously I've got nostalgia for those games. But yeah, I think a lot of people grew up with this game, which I didn't. I didn't grow up with pretty much any RPGs really, apart from Digimon World, which was kind of an RPG, but it's a different kind of RPG, That was more just raising monsters and having them fight and stuff. You could raise their stats, but it wasn't turn-based like this. But yeah, before we get started guys, I better go into a little bit of a history with this game. Because I played this game about maybe 5-6 years ago maybe. And I got a decent length in the game. Maybe about 18 hours maybe, and I ended up just giving up just because I got really fed up of getting lost and not really knowing where I was going and stuff. So yeah, I ended up giving up playing the game, which was a bit of bit of a letdown. Yeah, I could just kept looking at walkthroughs and stuff, but I didn't really want to do that, so I ended up losing interest with the game. I even had it in my head to get rid of the game, sell it, but I'm glad I didn't, because like I say, finally played through this about a month ago now. It's been probably a month. Played through it over the course of 3 weeks. And ended up, enjoying the game for what it is. But anyway guys, we'll start off with the positives, of course. The music. Do I need to say anything about the music? The music is absolutely god tier. It is so damn good. My favourite theme is probably obviously the one Winged Angel, which everybody absolutely loves, and for good reason. It is a really good soundtrack. I like Aerith's theme, it's really good. Obviously the boss theme is really good as well. I really like the boss theme. And then you've got the music at the Golden Saucer, which is just really catchy. I absolutely love that. So damn good. You spend a lot of time at the Golden Saucer when you don't really know what you're doing at first. But the music keeps you going, it's really catchy. I ended up finding myself humming along to that music as well with a lot of the soundtracks in the game. Environments in the game, I think there's a lot of really cool environments. You've got your snowy environments, your grassy open world environments, which are pretty good. Caves and stuff, they're pretty good environments. They look good, for PS1 times. I personally don't mind the blocky characters either. A lot of people were kinda the characters don't look very good, but actually, got used to them pretty damn quickly. I think the blocky characters were fine. Not really a problem with that. The battle system for me is very satisfying, especially when you do your limit breaks. Those are very cool, very satisfying to do. Obviously, I played Dragon Quest VIII recently, so going to this, it did feel a little bit slower, the battle system, but it's not too slow to the point that I got bored playing the battles and stuff. So yeah, I think the battle system works very well. It is a lot of fun. As for the characters, I think the characters are actually very likeable. There's nobody really in the party that I really disliked. Obviously there was some I liked more than others, but yeah, I like pretty much all the members of the party. Obviously start off as you play as Cloud. He's a bit of a douchebag at the beginning, but as the game goes on he starts to mellow down, and becomes a very likeable character. And obviously he's got that awesome sword, so yeah, Cloud's just a very iconic character, in the Final Fantasy world. So yeah, you've got to respect him for that. You've got Barrett, who again, douchebag, but a very likeable douchebag, I'll admit. Again, as the game goes on, he does He does seem very aggressive, but I don't know, I find that quite funny about Barrett, so yeah, Barrett's cool. You know, obviously he's got the gun on his arm, which is really, really cool as well. You've got Tifa, who Tifa's very, very likeable. She's you know, a badass female character. I just like how she like punches the hell out of stuff. It's really, really good. She's like a bit of a brawler. Yeah, she kind of reminds you of Blaze, a little bit of Streets of Rage, her stance and like the way she like punches and stuff. I don't know, she's kind of got a bit of Blaze. So yeah, I like Tifa, of course. My personal favourite character is Aerith. Like, Aerith's just so likeable. She just seems very innocent, very sweet. She's not really got like a bad word to say about anybody. I guess she is a little bit odd. She like talks to flowers and stuff, but again, it's just part of her charm, part of her like innocence. She's just very, very likeable, really. I just really, really like Aerith. So yeah, how can you not like Aerith? She's just very, very likeable, very you know, very pure, you know. So yeah, Aerith's awesome. My personal favourite character in the game. You've got another one of my favourites, Red 13, the tiger dude. Yeah, he's really cool. Like, he's one of my favourite characters to have in my party. I'll probably talk about that, like, once I've mentioned the character. I'll probably talk about the team that I used, you know, most of all. But yeah, Red 13 is a tiger. Like, he's really, really cool. Like, I love when he does his, like, is it Sled Storm or something, where like his limit break, it kind of looks like he's running on ice. It's really funny. Like, yeah, I really like that. It looks like his legs are going really fast, but he's not going anywhere like very fast. So yeah, Red 13, very, very cool character. I really, really like him. You've got Sid, who's like another douchebag. He's kind of like Barrett. He's like very aggressive, very critical of people, but that's just kind of his shtick. Again, another character I wasn't a massive fan of at first, but Sid, he did grow him as well, just like pretty much all the characters, you know. And the last one is Cave Sith, who is very mysterious. Like, I have no idea what's with Cave Sith. Cave Sith is a very, very unusual character. Probably my least favourite character, both to use and to, like, for dialogue and stuff. He was just very strange, but not in a bad way. I do still like him. He's just my least favourite one, just because I didn't really know what the hell was going on with him. He was very mysterious. But again, that might be just the way he's intended to be. So some weird cat thing on a toy, on like some marshmallow toy thing. I don't know. He's weird, but he's memorable. I'll give him that. There's also like two like hidden characters. I didn't get them, like Vincent and Yuffie. Yeah, I didn't get them. I think I know how you get Vincent. There's like a safe you have to unlock, but I didn't know the code, and like once I found out that you didn't really need, like, it wasn't for like a key item, I just didn't bother with it, to be honest, you know, because I feel like bonus characters, like, if they're that important, they really should just be like in the game anyway, rather than being hidden characters. So I don't know how relevant Yuffie and Vincent are. I know Vincent's got a game of his own that is it Final Fantasy VII Dirge of Cerberus, or whatever it is, that like third person shooter RPG. I know he's in that, so maybe I'll dive into more about Vincent in that game, but yeah, I didn't bother with the bonus characters. And Yuffie kind of like just mugs you and runs away. I guess you have to like chase her, but yeah, I didn't bother with Yuffie either. She's like kind of like a thief character. I'm guessing she's good at like stealing stuff, probably. Stealing gil and stuff from enemies, which could be useful, I guess, but yeah, you can teach that to some, like, other people anyway, so. Also, like, the main villain in the game, Sephiroth. A really, really cool looking villain. I don't think he's, like, his dialogue in that is a little bit at times. I didn't really know what was going on a lot of times with the story. But yeah, it's just, Sephiroth just got that kind of like presence, you know, like shit's about to go down when Sephiroth's on the screen, you know. Yeah, like my favourite like scene like with Sephiroth was when, like, it's basically that bit when he like attacks the town or the village, and you basically like see like a really like close up of Sephiroth's face. He's got like this really like evil looking expression on his face with the fire in the background, and then he just turns and walks into the fire, and I'm just like, yeah, that's a badass right there. I'm not gonna mess with that guy, you know. So I love that scene. That really like implemented the fact that this Sephiroth guy is, yeah, he's a force to be reckoned with, you know. And also like the music that accompanied that was very, very fitting, you know. So yeah, really cool stuff. So yeah, a lot of praise for the game. Also say, like I say, even though the story at times a little bit weird, I didn't really know what was happening sometimes. I will admit, a lot of dialogue was really, you know, interesting. A lot of it did drag on a little bit too long, but it was very interesting. And of course there is one very emotional scene, which I'm not going to lie, I did find it quite sad. Very sad actually, was of course the end of Disc 1. I'm not going to tell you what that is, just in case for whatever reason you haven't like heard of what happens at the end of Disc 1, but I'm just going to say end of Disc 1, very, very sad. Everything about that scene, like the dialogue, like the music, everything about that scene was just very, very emotional. And yeah, definitely brought a tear to my eye, I'm not going to lie. It was very, very sad, you know, so yeah, say no more than that, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I guess I'll go into like some of the things I didn't like. The minigames, there's a lot of like really annoying minigames that I didn't like. Just stuff that seems to drag on and on and on. You've just got to like push buttons at certain times, and yeah, I didn't really like that. I won't go into it too much. But there is some that I do like when you're riding the motorbike, when you're playing as Cloud. That's really, really cool. I like that. And the snowboarding was okay as well. I feel like the snowboarding kind of dragged on a little bit, but it was fun for what it was. But there's like some things like it's kind of like a defensive kind of game you have to play, where you have to like put guys down, and these like guys come in and attack very, very slowly. Like the animations for that are very, very slow. And you just have to like command your guys to attack and defend and stuff. Yeah, that was mandatory like at a certain point of the game. I was hoping I could skip that, but yeah, it did come to a point in the story where it was mandatory, so yeah, I didn't like that. I also didn't like sometimes, I didn't really know what I was doing a lot of times. I had to use a walkthrough 6 times. Which to be honest guys, that's probably not as many times as I thought I was going to do. Because like I say, when I remember playing this like 6 years ago, I'm sure I looked at a walkthrough like at least 10 times probably, because I just didn't know where I was going. So yeah, 6 times, I counted guys. Yeah, just sometimes it's not really clear where you have to go. So yeah, that's kind of not, I tried my best to like figure things out myself, but yeah, I had to use a walkthrough 6 times. But I'd rather use a walkthrough to look like where I'm going rather than looking at a walkthrough for like boss fights, which luckily I didn't have to do. I never really have to do that for like games, like how did I beat this boss? I can usually like figure these things out. It's usually just like trial and error with a lot of things, but and I feel like Final Fantasy VII was it wasn't like a difficult RPG, it was quite fair in difficulty. I didn't really find myself like dying too many times. I died a total of 5 times in this game, so but obviously the times I was lost I was like fighting random battles, so maybe I was just at like a really high level. But I didn't like find enemies, like the bosses not too tough. But to be honest, it was quite nice just to play a game that wasn't, like an RPG that wasn't too challenging. So I think it took me about 34 hours in total to complete this game. 34, 35 hours, something like that. So it's long for a PS1 game, but you know, since I've played through Dragon Quest VIII quite recently, it feels quite short, you know, when you compare it to that, because that's like an 80-hour game. But obviously in its own right, it's still a really long game, but yeah, definitely happy to have played for it, you know. It was definitely an experience, definitely glad I didn't sell the game all those years ago, and definitely happy it's got a remake, at least part 1 anyway. That's going to come out in like 3 different parts or something, so that's interesting. So to get a full Final Fantasy VII remake, you're probably going to have to wait like blooming 7 or 8 years or something. Maybe not quite, maybe 5 or 6 years. But yeah, the remake looks absolutely tremendous. It looks like it plays like similar to Final Fantasy 15, which I did really like. I thought that combat system was really good. I think the characters in that sound really good in the remake. So yeah, definitely looking forward to playing that at some point. Actually, one thing I didn't mention was the materia that you use. I'm not a massive fan of that. Like, I do prefer like each individual character having their own specific like abilities that they do. Especially when like certain characters like go out of your party. Because like when a character goes out of your party and then goes back into your party again, they lose like all their materia is gone. You have to like place it all in again, which is a little bit annoying. I wish it would just kind of like stick to the way it was when they left my party. But yeah, it's just kind of like a bit of a nitpick, I guess. But I also forgot to mention my main team. Too busy praising the game, I forgot about to mention that. Yeah, my main team was of course Cloud. He was in my team pretty much the whole game because he's like the main character. Apart from a certain point where he leaves for a while, but yeah, he was my main character. And it was Tifa. Then it was Red 13. That was my three main characters that I used. I did obviously have to switch out with Barrett and stuff, and Aerith and like Sid and stuff. But Cave Sith, I didn't really use Cave Sith very much. He was just kind of there to make up the numbers, I guess. But yeah, for like the majority of the game it was Cloud, Tifa and Red 13. That was my main team. But anyway guys, yeah, that'll do for my thoughts on Final Fantasy VII. Let me know guys, what is your favourite Final Fantasy game? And yeah, but definitely be curious to know, what was your favourite and least favourite Final Fantasy game? That would be interesting. Because a lot of people probably say this is their least favourite, but yeah, disagree. But anyway guys, yeah, thanks for watching anyway guys. Take care, and yeah, catch you all in the next video. See you guys. Thanks for watching.